Hello? A date? Right now?
The way I'm feeling, things I say, all just happen when you pass my way. What can I do to make you stay? I know it's getting late, but girl, I don't want you to leave. You tell me you're just not the type, you wanna do this right. I'm not trying to say I don't believe you, but I refuse to feel ashamed. And if you feel the same, wait, it really make us better people. Take those fucking heels off, it's worth it, girl. Nothing is what I can picture you in. So baby,
Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be giving you a little life update while I answer a bunch of questions that I asked you on Instagram and while I get ready for this date because it's a first date and I'm low-key a little bit nervous, so this glam needs to eat. So one of the main reasons I wanted to make this video is because today is January 22nd, which marks the next 75 days since I completed the 75 hard. And although I didn't do another 75 hard this time, I thought this would be a good marker for me to like check in with you guys, you know, give you an update on like where my head's at with life and everything. So yeah, that's what I'm just gonna be getting into today. I haven't done a life update since like November, I think. So it's 2025. I'm 26 years old. There's been a lot of changes, I guess, but I really just wanted to take a moment to recognize 2024. Kind of like I was saying in my vacay vlog, like 2024 was a really big year for me, and one thing I really want to work on this year is not downplaying my accomplishments, because although I do celebrate my accomplishments and everything, like when I'm in the real world and I'm talking about it, I downplay it so much and I just make it seem like it was nothing or it was easy. But there were just a lot of things in 2024 that I didn't foresee that happened, and I'm really proud that they did. Completing my master's, like that was one of my biggest accomplishments. I already cried about it on my last vlog, so I'm not gonna do it again. I thought being in school at one point was never gonna end, and now being where I am today, like a year ago today, I was still doing my master's. I was super stressed. I was teaching a course. I was working full-time at Centennial. I was content creating. Like I just had so much on my plate, and looking back, I don't even know to this day how I did all of it, but I was able to complete my master's while doing all these things, and I'm really, really proud of myself for that. 75 hard was also a really big thing I did last year, and I think it really set me up for success. And I know it sounds so corny, but I really do mean that. Like this year, I feel like I have such a clear mindset on where I want things to go, and I really feel like it helped me slow things down. Like I was just on go for so long and just constantly like I didn't have a second to myself half the time. So doing 75 hard really like forced me to just stay inside, be with myself, learn about myself. I honestly feel like my mental benefited more from it than even the fitness aspect of me did, because I was always going to the gym before that. So it wasn't really about consistency with the gym. It was more about discipline in other areas of my life. Also went from like blonde 30-inch bust down hair with extensions to having short black hair. And I know that doesn't even seem like a big deal to some people, but I honestly thought I was never not gonna be blonde. When I started realizing my hair was actually suffering from the blonde damage, and I just couldn't do styles that I used to do, and overall just my hair didn't look healthy, that's when I decided I really needed to start going dark. And now that I've had black hair for about 2 months, I wanna say, I think it's one of the best decisions I made. Like, I feel like I look so much better with black hair. Having blonde hair was so stressful. Like, let me tell you, half the time I felt like my extensions didn't match my natural hair. And then when it did, it would only last for like a day or two before my natural hair started turning really brassy and the extensions were like white. And I know you guys probably noticed it in my videos because it was so hard to hide and like to blend in. It's just like having tape-ins is one thing, and having blonde hair is another thing, and combining the two is just hard. It's really, really hard. But my hair definitely suffered a lot, both from the bleach and the extensions. So yeah, that's why I haven't really been wearing extensions as much. Now that I have black hair, I'm sure they would blend in so much better. And my hair is finally starting to get a little bit thicker. But please just remember, basically my whole head of hair was blonde. So probably from like here down, my hair is still blonde. It just has black dye over it. And it's really, really dry. Like, it doesn't look dry. It looks really healthy because I just blow dried and everything. But it's low-key really dry. And I've actually been contemplating literally this weekend cutting it again because I just want to get rid of as much blonde as possible. Like, literally contemplating a bob at this point because I just want it gone. Like, especially my leave out from the extensions, it's so short. Imagine it used to be shorter. It used to be like this long. So it's definitely grown a bit, but like all of this is just really damaged, dry hair. And I don't know, half the time I'm just putting my hair in a bun right now because I don't know what to do with it. Like, it only looks good like this on day one. So I'm like, do I just bite the bullet and cut my hair, or do I just do a lot of small trims long term? You know? Last year I also tried so many new hobbies. Like, I got into boxing, I went skiing. I just did a lot of things that I've been curious about and been wanting to do. Like, boxing, for example, was such a good experience. Like, I have always wanted to try boxing, and to actually like be in the rink and doing it literally just, I don't know, it made me feel so confident. The tomboy side of me was just dying to do something like that, and it was such a good experience. And since I've been getting into fitness a lot lately as well, trying a new class like that was so interesting. Definitely got me working different muscles, different techniques, all these different like things I didn't pay attention to before. I've gotten so dark from the DR, like half of my makeup doesn't even match me. And I know this looks super dark right now, but it blends out way better. See that? Oh my God, I was also the maid of honor to one of my best friend's weddings in the Philippines. Like, that was a whole thing in itself. Going to Tokyo, going to the Philippines, being maid of honor, being involved in the wedding. Like, that was so much fun. I don't know, I almost feel like sad right now because this time last year, I was prepping for traveling, the wedding, everything. And like, as of right now, I have no trips currently booked for 2025, and that literally scares me so much. Like, sometimes I feel like a trip is just my will to live, and yeah, right now I have no will to live. The thing that I didn't really realize I was going to do last year, but just ended up happening, was redecorating my room. Like, my room has done a complete 180 from what it used to be. The real ones know my room literally used to be purple, and it used to be very, like, I want to say mysterious almost. Like, it had the dark purple, it had like the little glow from my bed. I haven't been able to change the color of that, that's why it's still purple. But I honestly love my room right now. Like, the minute I come into my room, I feel like I'm in my sanctuary. Like, everything is exactly how I want it to be. I'm in my room, I have my Stanley, I have my heated blanket, I have my little vanity right here, my washroom. Like, I literally, and my washroom got redone as well. Like, that's what kind of kicked everything off. Once my washroom started to get renovated. Sorry, I don't even know where I ended, but basically, yeah, I didn't expect to redecorate my room, but I'm so glad I did. I feel like it aligns with who I am now way more. Not that I'm saying I'm like some coquette pink girly, but I just feel like this place is like my safe haven, like I said before. So I just feel so comfortable and just so in my feminine here. Which actually brings me to my next point, my goals for 2025. So obviously I have some goals and some things I want to speak out into the universe. And I already have. I've made my vision board and I've been writing about it in my diary and everything. But something about telling you guys makes me feel way more accountable. Like, I literally have to do it. Like I can't not do it now, because I've literally said it to the world. So I have some big goals, and I also have some smaller goals as well for 2025. I'm gonna start with the big ones, of course, because they're the juicy ones. But like, one thing I noticed in common with all of my goals this year are that they're things that I've been wanting to do for a while, but just haven't gotten around to actually doing. Mostly because I was in school for so long, so I didn't really have as much time. But now that I'm not in school, for the first time ever, I'm gonna be doing all these different things. Am I crazy if I add more blush? I feel like it's not even that much. So one of the things I've been talking about for a while now is starting a business. I have been wanting to start a business for a really, really long time now, and I was going back and forth between so many different ideas, like lip glosses, under eye patches, like all these little things. But the end of last year, I kind of came to a conclusion of what it is I want to do. I don't want to say it yet because I really do want it to be a surprise for you guys, but I would love to hear in the comments if you guys have any ideas on any products that you'd like to see from me, like things that you think you could only get from me, not from anyone else. Like, I don't want to sell like anything generic, basically. The only thing with the current idea that I have right now is that it's kind of a bigger idea. Like, it's going to require a lot more work than having a product I'm ordering from like China or something. So it's going to take a little longer, which is okay, because when I do come up with a business, I want it to be something I'm really proud of. But I do want to hear what you guys are thinking as well, like what you could see me coming out with, because maybe I'm just not thinking this, like maybe I just don't have the same perspective as you guys, so any insight would help. I think I also find it really hard because I have such a diverse range of content. Like, some people follow me for beauty, some people follow me for fitness, some people follow me for fashion, some people follow me for like motivation and inspiration. And although I'm so glad like I can offer different niches and stuff, it kind of puts me in a weird position when it comes to deciding what I'm gonna launch, because I don't know, I feel like with having so many different audiences, I'm kind of nervous that another audience might veer away from me because they think I'm like focusing on one niche too much. So I get into my head a lot about it. But this year, like, I really want to get the ball rolling on that. Like, by end of this year, I want to have the product, you know, selling out there. And yeah, but just know the product that I'm thinking of, I'm pretty sure you're thinking of too. Like, it's something that you guys always ask me for advice on, so I feel like that's a really big hint right there. Another big thing I want to do this year is go on a solo trip. I can't believe I'm 26 and I haven't been on a solo trip. Although I did solo travel last year, I didn't go on a whole trip by myself. And since I've been talking about moving abroad so much and like moving out and all of those things, I think it would be really beneficial for me to go on a solo trip first and kind of experience that before I put my feet in like the deep end and like move to another country halfway across the world. So yeah, I need that to happen this year, and I want to go away for like at least a couple days to a week, like, or even like 10 days. I mean, it's hard for me to get vacation days because I work full time, but I really want to just explore more about myself and learn more about myself. I think I've gotten to an age where I've had a lot of different experiences, and I'm learning that with every new experience that I have, I learn more about myself. Kind of going along with the whole solo trip thing, I really want to go on a brand trip this year. I know I can't do much except put in work for that to make that happen, but I think it can actually happen for me this year. Like, I see so many other creators that have similar followings to me and like similar audiences going on brand trips, and I would just love to do that. And you guys already know how much I love doing travel vlogs and everything. So to combine my beauty aspect of life with my travel aspect would be so much fun. Okay, the next two are kind of random, but also like not random at all. But I want to learn my mother tongue. Like, I need to learn how to speak Tamil. I want to be like able to talk to my amama, talk to my mom in Tamil, and just kind of, wow, this brush is really dirty. And I just feel like it's such a cool thing to be able to do. First of all, being bilingual is crazy. And second of all, just being able to communicate with a whole different group of people in a whole different method is so interesting to me. So if I had to learn any language, like, obviously I took French in school. I actually took Spanish as well in high school. I don't really remember much of it, I'm not gonna lie. But I think learning Tamil would be the most beneficial out of all. On top of the fact that Tamil is literally one of the oldest languages in the world. Like, I believe it's older than Latin, correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, isn't that so iconic? Like, how could my culture be like so iconic and I don't know it? So yeah, speaking is number one. I really need to learn how to speak. Right now, I can understand Tamil. Like, if my parents speak to me in Tamil, or if my mama speaks to me in Tamil, I'll understand what she's saying. But I can't reply back to her. I also can't read or write Tamil, and that I know is gonna take me a lot longer, but still up there with the goals. My main goal is obviously to speak, so I've downloaded like the Lingo app, not Duolingo, I think it's called just Lingo, and it actually has Tamil on it, so I've been just trying to do that on a daily basis, but I actually want to try taking like classes or go into like an online session, or I don't know how to get into it like that, but if you guys know any like places I could reach out to, let me know. I feel like it also kind of helps me with my whole not being in school thing, so I can focus on this. So I feel like I'm still doing something because, as you guys know, I have a fear of being stagnant. Oh my god, I didn't use my Hourglass blushes. I'm so sad. Okay, I'm gonna add it now. Hopefully I don't ruin my makeup. Because this stuff is so liquidy, like, look at the bottle. Like, it's literally so liquidy. And it looks so dark, but when you put it on, it comes out way more sheer. This is the shade Craft. Last thing, not last thing, but one of the last big things is running a marathon. Yeah, I know. But like, guys, I could do it. No, I felt like 75 hard was a good way to challenge myself in the fitness aspect of my life last year. But I think training and like striving to run a marathon is really gonna like take me to the next level this year. Also, I'm not gonna lie, Aaliyah's face influences me like crazy, and seeing her do her runs in Dubai and just being in the zone so much is really, really inspiring. I think the marathon is in like May or June or something, but I'm gonna start training from like now for it. As you guys know, I love doing cardio anyway. Like, I love running. I played soccer for literally 10 years of my life, so running is nothing new to me, but I think running for like an hour is gonna be crazy, and I just want to see if I can do it. So yeah, I don't know what I want to do with my makeup today. Like, I want it to be cute. Maybe I'll add a little wing. We're gonna use the NYX Epic Ink Liner. I just did my first ad for NYX, guys, and it went so well. It was supposed to be like a 90s themed ad on their liners. And I'm not lying, I actually love this liner. And it's literally waterproof. Like, it does not smudge, budge, nothing. Because even after I finished filming the ad, I went to take it off and it was not coming off. Oh my god, I did that last year. Well, actually, technically, that was the first thing that I did this year. So I'm already off to a good start. I also signed to a management agency end of last year. And that has changed a lot for me because let me tell you guys, I literally used to have 5 different email accounts. One for my full-time job, one for my part-time job, one for content creating, one for just my personal stuff. Like, I was just... Oh, one for being a teacher, because I was teaching a course last year, and one for being a student at U of T. Like, can you just imagine how many emails I got on a daily basis? So having a management agency has helped so much for that. Even though I'm not in school anymore and I don't have a part-time job, I still have like 3 active email accounts. I have like one more overarching goal, and I kind of categorize this as more of a small thing because it's more of like an exterior goal than an interior goal. But at the same time, it is. Whatever. The last thing I really, really want to accomplish this year, which is going to be probably the hardest for me, is just becoming more feminine. I know that you guys think I'm like a very feminine girl and like a very feminine person. And I love that you think that, because that's the persona of myself that I want to embody on social media. But if I'm being so truthful, I am extremely aggressive. I'm very like harsh and blunt, and I just want to become the softest, like most feminine version of myself this year. Obviously, I need to make a couple of changes. Number 1 being, I need to stop swearing. Like, it's so unladylike. And I also need to stop with the slang. Like, saying fam, actually no, I think I have said fam in my videos before. A lie, sometimes I catch myself saying a lie. Like, this is all definitely Toronto slang, but I'm at my big age of 26. So how could I still be saying Toronto slang? So yeah, there's gonna be no more of the fuck, shit, bitch. Fuck, it feels really good to say that though, but no, I really need to stop saying it. Like, sometimes I'll walk into rooms, and obviously I present myself as a very like classy feminine lady, and then people would, oh, also my voice is hella raspy. See, hella, what the fuck? What the fuck? But my voice is really raspy. So I feel like me being aggressive and having a raspy voice just does not mesh together that well. I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna try to cut that out of my vocabulary. Going along with vocabulary also, I really want to expand my vocabulary and actually speak like an educated person. Like, hello, I have a master's degree, and I feel like if you just spoke to me on the street, you wouldn't know that. Like, I want to give, I have a master's degree. So bad. What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Oh. Like, why is it so low? Oh my gosh, what did I do? What did I do? Oh my god, I have to go. Okay, I think I fixed it. Going along with being more feminine, posture. Okay, I don't think my posture is terrible, but it's definitely not the best. So I'm just gonna try to be more self-aware of that, because sitting like this versus sitting like this actually makes a world of a difference. And if you look at yourself in the mirror when you do it, you will notice why. Also, dressing better, like especially for work and stuff. Since I work at the office with a bunch of people that are like literally 20 years older than me, I don't really care what I look like to work. Like, I used to not even do my makeup, but right now all I wear to work is like dress pants and a shirt or a sweater or a long sleeve. Like, I don't really put any effort into my outfits. I kind of just do the bare minimum. And I think once I start dressing how I want to on a daily basis, I'll just feel more confident within myself and more feminine, hopefully. So that's also on the list. And since I'm so aggressive when I do things, I think I really just need to slow down when I do things. I tend to get really, I don't know, anxious, I guess, or nervous. So I start to rush, but I don't need to. Nobody's rushing me. Like, I just put this whole like ticking time bomb in my own head for no reason. And it was never that serious. Even when I'm like making TikToks and I'm like, oh my god, guys, I'm in such a rush. Like, technically I'm not even late, but I know I'm going to be late. So it's like I premeditate being in a rush. And it's like, why? Why am I putting myself in that position? Oh, and just speaking kindly to myself. Like, the way I talk to myself in my head, like, I'll be like, you dumb bitch, why the fuck would you do that? Like, you know, and I just need to stop with the dumb bitch and like all those things. One of the biggest things I need to do this year, which is not entirely in my control, but I need to get clear skin. And you guys already know the whole Accutane. I've been wanting to try to start it, and you guys have been asking me for an Accutane update. So here it is. It hasn't started yet. I am insanely frustrated with like my dermatologist, my doctor, with everybody right now. I was gonna start this literally like 3 months ago, and it's almost February and I still haven't started it. I don't know if it's because the healthcare in Canada, it just takes so long. The process takes so long. But yeah, I'm probably going to be starting it in February. Don't quote me on that because I still don't know. Clearly, my skin is not really doing the best. Oh my gosh, why does it look like there's no product there? But yeah, as you can see, my skin has not been doing the best. It's kind of just making it by. So yeah, hopefully this year is my year for clear skin and long, thick, healthy hair. Oh my god, guys, my camera is dying, but I'm gonna bring you along for the date. Hopefully he doesn't get super weirded out, but I feel like you guys should just come because it's like the first day and like I'm nervous, and I'll just feel more better if you guys are. So I'll see you guys soon.
I'll be the rubber band, you'll be the match, I will be a fuse. Boom, painter baby, you can be the muse. I'm the reporter baby, you can be the news. You're the cigarette, and I'm the smoker. We raise the bet, cause you're the joker. You are the joke, and I could be the blackboard, you can be the top, I can be the phone. Yeah, when the sky comes falling, even when the sun don't.
Hey guys, so I'm not sure if you noticed yet, but you guys are my date tonight. I actually got this idea from Aaliyah's face, who got this idea from someone else, but I'm going to tag them all in the description down below. And I thought this was a really cute idea. This is my second official solo date, and I think it's really important to have solo dates. After doing my first one, I don't mean just like going out to eat like on the fly, because I do that all the time, but when you intentionally like get ready, do your makeup, do your hair, get dressed, put jewelry on to go out just to show up for yourself, it hits a little bit different and everything. It just makes you feel so much more special about yourself. And the first time I ever did it was the last day of my 75 hard challenge. So I thought every 75 days now, I'm going to go on another solo date. And I'm also going to give you guys a little life update on YouTube as well. This espresso martini is so good. I feel like because nobody's here right now, I tried to come at a time where it's not that busy. They just have a lot of time to make the drinks really well. I ordered the garlic shrimp, a Caesar salad, and a steak. So I'm just waiting for those right now. I'm eating the bread. I always get the 4 cheese butter at the kind because it's so good. One of the main questions I got when that was so awkward. So one of the main questions that I got when I posted, like, for you guys to ask me questions on Instagram was obviously about my love life. I don't know what to say, like, there's someone special. All that matters is that, like, you're with someone that puts you into your feminine. Like, I don't want to feel dominant or, like, masculine when I'm with a guy. And I feel very much in my feminine. I also got a lot of questions about my type. My type is medium ugly, okay? I think I've said this before, but I don't like cute guys. Like, I don't like guys that are, like, cute. You know what I mean? And especially guys that know they're cute. Like, please, get away from me. Men that take, like, a long time to get ready. I just like my man to look a little bit rough. Like, you know, he's been through something. And just does something for me. A lot of people also ask me about, like, brown girl pressures. Like, the fact that I'm 26 now. Yes, my parents are like, when am I going to get married? So is the rest of my family, my grandmas, my mama, everyone. But I don't really care. I'm just like, it'll come when it comes, you know? They all just want me to get married. And I'm not, like, I want to be with the person I get married to for at least a year or two. And I obviously want to be engaged and married before I have kids. So there's a whole time. So whenever it wants to start, it'll start. But I'm, like, not super stressed on it. You know? I feel like also this day and age, our standards are a lot different than they were, like, 30 years ago. So, like, they've talked about setting me up on arranged marriages and all that stuff, but I'm not having it. Like, I'm just like, you know, like, that would not be me. Okay, I'm gonna know where I left off because I started eating everything, and guys, why am I already getting full? I always over order, and I have a steak coming, and I ate so much of the bread. Sorry. I think we were talking about my love life. Yeah. It's kind of existent. We'll just leave it at that. The purse was literally exactly what I wanted for my birthday, and I was so shocked he got it for me. So, yeah, we're doing really well right now. Just kidding. The question I've been getting a ton of recently is content creating and, like, how I got started content creating. And I think it was honestly in a really, like, raw and authentic way. And I'm glad it was because it led me to where I am today. But I was basically just posting, like, lip syncing videos and, like, transition videos. And then people would be in the comments. Well, I mean, a couple of those videos did numbers and, like, popped off. But after that, people would ask me in the comments all the time, how did I get my hair like this, or how did I do my makeup like this? So then I would make, like, a hair tutorial or a makeup tutorial, and then those would get views. And I just kept building it off that. The tutorials is what I think really made people follow me because I was serving a purpose. Like, I was educating people on, like, how to get this hairstyle or how to get this makeup look. But then I started to do more lifestyle content, day in the lives, and, like, incorporating, like, all aspects of my life into it. And I found myself not only in the beauty niche, but in the lifestyle niche. And then I started to do more, like, especially during 75 Hard and everything, like, more inspirational, motivational videos. That has helped me grow a lot. Yeah, but, like, as I told you guys before, there was a point where I did not even know what to do with half the emails I was getting. Like, half the brands that were emailing me were, like, these, like, fake, not real brands. And, like, I didn't know how to decipher the difference between, like, a real email and a fake email. And honestly, to this day, I still struggle with that. That's why I signed to a management agency. But I feel like in the beginning I was just really overwhelmed with that. Even when brands would ask me for my rates and stuff, like now that I look back, I was lowballing them so much for like the following and the engagement that I have. Because even though I don't have like a crazy million following, I have really good engagement. Like the community that I have built is very invested in my life, so I'm like, okay. I didn't take that in at the time, so I was lowballing my rates like crazy. Only now that I have an agency, like I kind of know what I'm working with. Kind of goes into like, will I do this full time? And obviously I want to do content creating full time. And I know I have a master's degree and I know like I work full time and everything, but I don't know, something about content creating is just so freeing, and like I can be so creative. Like I can really put a video out based on anything I want. You don't get that kind of freedom in any other job. Even if I only do content creating for a while, I have my undergrad degree and my master's degree that I can fall back on. Things like the TikTok ban made me really realize that like, how can I really do this full time? One day you can wake up and the whole app could be gone. And so I'm like, it's not like reliable. What I charge for a video now is way more than what my full-time paycheck brings home on like a bi-weekly basis. So it almost feels like my side hustle has now become my main thing, and my main thing became the side hustle. And I go to my 9 to 5 now and I'm like, wow, how am I doing this? Mind you, I don't particularly enjoy my 9 to 5. I don't think I'm like in my true calling or whatever it is. Like I am in my field of study, which I'm so grateful for, but I don't think this is what I'm meant to do forever. So there's all these reasons why I don't want to work 9 to 5 anymore. But then there's also the fact that like brands don't pay you right on time. Half the time they're like delayed in their payment, or it's like a net 45 days, net 60 days, net 120 days. Like you're not getting a bi-weekly paycheck like I can rely on with my full-time job. I also feel like my 9 to 5 gives me a sense of routine, and I feel like it's also a sense of relatability to you guys, because when you're just a content creator or an influencer, like it just doesn't, I don't know, like you guys know me, I'm just like, I always want to be doing things, so I feel like I would almost be bored just doing one thing, and I don't want to despise what I'm doing either. So it's like I need to find a nice balance between the two. But yeah, I love how my 9 to 5 like forces me to wake up early. I love how like I can go to the gym before that. Like I probably wouldn't be going to the gym at 6 a.m. unless I had a 9 to 5. You know what I mean? This being my first year not being in school has given me the opportunity to really be more creative with my content and everything. And I wonder if you guys have noticed as well, but like my content a year ago today versus now is so different, and editing wise and like the way I try to present it, I try to do a lot in a more engaging way now. For a while I was just getting too comfortable with TikTok. Like I was like, I don't need to do clickbait. Not that I do clickbait now, I try not to do clickbait honestly, like, but I try to have like an engaging hook in the beginning, like stuff like that. Like I thought I could just be boring all the time and people would just follow me. Like, no, you do have to have something people want to see, you know? I plan my content like a crazy amount. Like every Monday I go through all my saved videos, everything, any trending audios, any trending viral kind of videos that are on the For You page, and I try to structure my content based on that. And now I'm really trying to learn the Instagram algorithm, because if you want to grow on Instagram, you need your reels to pop off. Like it doesn't matter if you have like 1 million on TikTok. If you don't have engaging Instagram reels, you won't have an Instagram following. And I've neglected my Instagram following for so long, because I mean mainly I just cared about like having cute pictures, like aesthetic pictures, you know. But now I'm realizing that I have to actually post on the reels as well, which makes me nervous, because like I actually know the people on Instagram, like whereas TikTok I feel like I can literally post anything. But that's why I was so nervous when the TikTok ban happened. Even though it wasn't in Canada, I was just like, Instagram just isn't the same. Let me know what you guys want to see on Instagram. Definitely follow me if you don't already. Okay, I think my food is coming.
Beverage?